Barrett, a part of Oklahoma's most historic ranches in southwest Oklahoma, is nearby. It's a sixth-generation ranch that's managed by Terry Forst.
7 News anchor Haley Wilson tells us about the woman who says she's always wanted to run it one day, despite growing up in a time where that wasn't common.
That's all I ever wanted to do. It's the only place I ever wanted to be. School was just a byproduct.
Terry Forst says she was determined to oversee Stuart Ranch one day, but she says her dad was reluctant to let her and her sisters be as involved as they wanted to be.
So I pursued a path that would allow me to learn, to grow, and be the best I could be and be qualified to actually run this ranch at some point in time in my life. And it was not easy. As I said, I grew up in a time where women were, it wasn't okay to be as good as the men. You had to be better than. And that's okay. It pushes you. It allows you to strive for excellence.
While the path wasn't an easy one, it's one Terry says she's glad she had to take.
I still think it's so important for women in maybe a predominantly man's world to still be women and to be ladies, and it's I think it's critical, and I've always had that. Hopefully I had to earn the respect of the men, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And earn it she did. She's been the general manager of Oklahoma's oldest ranch under continuous family ownership for roughly 25 years now. While running the ranch can be difficult at times, Terry says she faces the same challenges a man would face.
Weather, markets. I have never felt, and especially today, gosh, everybody wants to pit one female or male against each other. That's never been the case with me. You get qualified, period. If you're not qualified to do it, you shouldn't do it, period. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You seek to be the best you can, and I've always been willing to learn. I've always been willing to ask advice.
Stuart Ranch has grown since it was established in 1868, and Terry had a part in that. Her family's original land is in eastern Oklahoma. They got this land, which is in Jefferson and Stevens counties, thanks to her help. Terry says she also helped implement a management plan.
He hired me to be the manager. I had left for a little bit, and so he enlisted me to come home.
She runs it with her 2 sons, Robert and Clay Forst. She says they strive for greatness across the board.
Our cow herd to be the best, our horses to be the best, and our horses and cows both are generational. Our horses, some 6, 7, 8 generations. And so it is not only a family generational operation, it's our livestock as well.
Over the past few years, they've grown, adding a meat company, outfitters, and most recently a lodge where they can host guided hunts.
It's been incredible, and God's blessed us in so many ways. We have the meat company, we have our horse operation has been part of this outfit for a long time, and we've had 2 online sales now. We'll have our 3rd this year. Just learning how to add, like I said, add value and still be good stewards of what God has given us.
Terry says they try to make decisions with the future in mind.
I've kept a journal for every day almost since 2011.
She wants what she's learned from her trials to be available for the next generation. She wants them to know what worked and what didn't, if they choose to work on the ranch.
We have put into place a way for them to join, to come home and to be part of this operation, if they want to. And if they don't, that's okay too. We just want them to be the best they can be wherever they go.
For 7 News, I'm Haley Wilson.